The massive alien ships hung like dark metal mountains against Earth's blue atmosphere. Captain Junho Park sat in the underground command center, his hands steady on the holographic control panel. Around him, dozens of military personnel moved. With calculated precision, their movements synchronized like a complex dance. Outside, the alien fleet's massive warships blocked out sunlight. Their metallic hulls gleamed with an almost organic shine, reflecting advanced technology far beyond human understanding. Admiral Krelax, commanding the Galactic Imperium's most powerful battle group, felt absolute certainty of victory. Junho watched the tactical screens, his breath calm. Years of secret preparation had led to this moment. Every military strategist, every scientist, every engineer had worked tirelessly to prepare for a scenario most people would consider impossible: an alien invasion. The communication systems crackled. Admiral Krelax's voice boomed across global channels, translated into every human language simultaneously. Inhabitants of Earth, we are the Galactic Imperium. Your planet is now under our control. Surrender and offer tribute, or face complete destruction. Yuna Choi, the young communications officer, looked at Junho. Her fingers hovered over the response transmitter. No fear showed in her eyes, only a calm determination that seemed almost inhuman. Junho nodded slightly. Yuna's fingers moved. A single word transmitted across space: run. The alien fleet paused. This was not the response they expected. Surrender, negotiation, panic. These were typical reactions from species they had conquered before. But run? It made no sense. Admiral, Krelax frowned. His tentacle-like appendages moved across his ship's control systems, analyzing the transmission. Was this a mistake, a technical error, or some form of primitive human communication he couldn't understand? In the underground command center, systems began to activate. Hidden defense networks came online with a soft hum that grew increasingly powerful. Quantum-encrypted communication lines sparked to life, connecting various human defense installations across the planet. Junho knew the aliens were scanning Earth's surface, trying to understand their opponent. They would see cities, industrial zones, military bases. What they couldn't see were the underground facilities, the distributed defense systems, the technological marvels humanity had been developing in absolute secrecy. Activate Phase 1, Junho said quietly. Around the world, in locations the aliens believed were ordinary industrial complexes, massive launch doors began to open. Sophisticated camouflage systems that had hidden these facilities for years now deactivated, revealing intricate technological marvels. The first wave of autonomous combat drones started to emerge. They weren't large or intimidating like the alien ships. They were smaller, more numerous, designed with a singular purpose: defense. Admiral Krelax's sensors began picking up unusual energy signatures. Something was happening on the planet's surface that didn't match any previous invasion scenarios in the Galactic Imperium's vast database. Junho watched the alien fleet's initial confusion. They had come expecting a simple conquest, a quick submission. Instead, they were about to face a species that had spent decades preparing for this exact moment. Prepare for initial engagement, Junho said, his voice steady. Yuna's fingers moved, again preparing communication protocols. The underground command center buzzed with an electric anticipation. Decades of preparation, of secret research, of technological development were about to be tested. The alien fleet began to move, positioning themselves for what they believed would be a standard planetary conquest. They had no idea that the word run was not a plea of surrender, but a strategic warning. Humanity was ready, and their response would shock the entire galaxy. The first drone squadrons launched, their quantum adaptive systems already calculating thousands of potential engagement scenarios. The real battle was about to begin. Junho looked at the screens, a slight smile crossing his face. The aliens thought they were predators. They were about to learn that on this planet humans were the apex hunters. The underground facility stretched, for miles beneath the Earth's surface, a complex network of tunnels and chambers that hummed with quiet energy. Junho walked through the main corridor, his footsteps echoing against walls lined with advanced technology that most of the world had never seen. Decades of preparation had led to this moment. After the first confirmed signals of potential extraterrestrial life, world governments had done something unprecedented. They had set aside their differences and pooled every available resource into a single secret project, Earth's ultimate defense. Research stations hidden in remote locations, deep in Siberian forests, beneath Antarctic ice, inside hollowed mountain ranges, had been working on technologies that pushed the boundaries of human imagination. Quantum computing, adaptive AI systems, nano-repair technologies, and weapons that could transform from defensive to offensive systems in milliseconds. Dr. Haein Kim, the lead technological strategist, stood before a massive holographic display. Her fingers moved across the interface, showing Junho the latest drone deployment algorithms. Each autonomous combat unit was more than just a machine. It was a thinking, adaptive system that could learn and respond faster than any human pilot. "The aliens won't understand our approach," she explained, her voice calm and matter-of-fact. "They expect traditional warfare. We're giving them something entirely different." The facility's power systems were a marvel of engineering. Quantum energy collectors hidden around the planet could draw power from multiple sources: solar, geothermal, and a revolutionary zero-point energy system that could generate massive amounts of electricity from seemingly nothing. Junho touched a wall panel. Instantly, multiple screens displayed global defense network status. Every major city had underground protection systems, missile silos that could launch from impossible angles, electromagnetic shields that could disable incoming technology, adaptive camouflage systems that could make entire military installations disappear. In another section of the facility, weapon engineers were making final adjustments to drone squadrons. These weren't traditional military drones. They were living systems, part machine, part advanced artificial intelligence. Each one could make complex decisions in nanoseconds, communicate instantly with other units, and adapt to changing battlefield conditions. The global communication network was equally impressive. Quantum entanglement communication systems meant that every defense unit could share information faster than light. No delay, no interruption. A drone damaged in one part of the world could instantly transfer its combat data to every other unit. "We've been preparing for this for generations," said Admiral Hyuk Kim, reviewing the final defense protocols. Every technological advancement, every scientific breakthrough, was secretly aimed at this moment. The facility had multiple backup systems. If one section was compromised, others would automatically activate. Underground tunnels could reconfigure themselves. Entire sections could seal off or transform within seconds. Medical stations were equally prepared. Advanced nano-repair technologies could heal human soldiers almost instantly. Genetic modifications, developed over decades, would give human defenders enhanced capabilities, faster healing, improved reaction times, better stress resistance. Outside the facility, the world continued its normal routine. People went to work, children went to school, completely unaware of the technological marvel that protected them. The truly brilliant part of the defense strategy was its invisibility. Junho knew the aliens would be scanning the planet. They would see cities, industrial zones, military bases. What they couldn't see were these underground facilities, these distributed defense systems, these technological marvels humanity had been developing in absolute secrecy. "They think we're primitive," Dr. Haein Kim said, a rare smile crossing her face. "They have no idea what's coming." The final preparations were almost complete. Drone squadrons were charging. Communication networks were synchronizing. Weapon systems were calibrating. Every single system was connected, adaptive, ready to respond to the alien threat. Junho looked at the holographic displays. The alien fleet was approaching. They believed this would be another simple conquest. They were about to learn that humanity was anything but simple. The real battle was about to begin, and Earth was ready. The first wave of drones erupted from hidden launch sites like a metallic swarm of angry insects. Thousands of units, each no larger than a motorcycle, burst through carefully disguised openings in mountains, deserts, and ocean floors. Admiral Krelax watched his ship's scanning systems with growing confusion. These weren't traditional weapons. They moved with an intelligence that seemed almost alive. Each drone adapted instantly, changing formation faster than his advanced alien technology could track. Yunho's voice remained calm in the underground command center. Initiate primary combat protocols. The drones weren't just flying. They were thinking. Advanced AI systems processed battlefield conditions thousands of times per second. They communicated instantaneously, sharing tactical information faster than any organic intelligence could comprehend. Hypersonic missiles launched from underwater platforms, rising silently before accelerating to impossible speeds. They weren't aimed at individual ships. They targeted specific technological weak points in the alien fleet's defensive systems. The first alien ships didn't even realize they were under attack until systems started failing. Shield generators went offline, communication networks collapsed. Entire weapon platforms became suddenly useless. Dr. Haeun Kim watched the tactical displays, her fingers moving across quantum-responsive interfaces. Adaptive targeting is working perfectly, she muttered. Each drone carried multiple combat capabilities. Some were designed to disrupt electronic systems. Others could physically attach to alien ships and generate localized electromagnetic pulses. Some carried advanced nanoweapons that could literally eat through advanced alien metal alloys. The alien fleet's initial formation began to break. They had conquered hundreds of civilizations. They expected resistance. But this was different. This was a level of technological warfare they had never encountered. Admiral Krelax screamed orders in his native language. His tentacle-like appendages moved frantically across control systems. But human technology was already 3 steps ahead. For every defensive move the aliens made, the drones adapted instantly. Underground missile silos opened in locations the aliens thought were impossible. Weapons emerged from oceanic platforms, from mountain ranges, from what appeared to be ordinary agricultural fields. Each launch was precise, each target calculated with microscopic accuracy. The human strategy wasn't about destroying every ship. It was about systematic disruption, breaking communication networks, destroying navigation systems, creating chaos in a fleet that relied on perfect coordination. Junho watched the battle unfold like a complex chess match. Every drone, every missile, every defensive system was part of a larger strategy. The aliens weren't just being attacked, they were being systematically taken apart. Unichoi managed communication networks, ensuring every human defense system remained perfectly synchronized. Her fingers moved with a dancer's grace, routing information, redirecting resources, keeping the entire defense network functioning like a single massive brain. The first alien ships started falling. Not exploding, dramatically, but simply going dark. Systems shutting down. Technological marvels reduced to floating metal husks. Admiral Krelax realized something terrifying. These humans weren't just defending. They were demonstrating a level of technological warfare that suggested they had been preparing for this moment for generations. More drones launched, waves of autonomous units that seemed to think and move as a collective intelligence. They weren't random. They were calculated. Each movement, each attack had a precise purpose. In space, the battle looked like a strange dance. Human technology moving with an almost organic fluidity. Alien ships trying desperately to respond, but finding themselves constantly outmaneuvered. Junho's voice remained steady. Continue primary engagement protocols. The counterattack wasn't just a battle, it was a statement. Humanity wasn't just defending. They were showing the galaxy exactly what they were capable of, and they were just getting started. The battle transformed into a symphony of technological precision. Junho watched as human systems demonstrated capabilities that defied traditional understanding of warfare. Quantum communication networks lit up like neural pathways, connecting every defensive unit with instantaneous precision. Admiral Krelax's flagship began experiencing total system failures. Defensive shields that had protected alien vessels through hundreds of planetary conquests now collapsed like paper structures. Each human drone carried multiple attack protocols, adapting faster than the alien systems could respond. Dr. Heun, Kim monitored the technological exchange with clinical detachment. Our predictive algorithms are functioning at 99.8% accuracy, she reported, her fingers dancing across holographic interfaces. Nano repair technologies worked like invisible healing systems. When human combat drones received damage, microscopic repair units instantly reconstructed critical systems. Damaged units became operational within seconds, a concept completely alien to the invading force. The quantum entanglement communication system meant that every single human combat unit shared information simultaneously. A drone damaged in one part of the solar system could instantly transfer its combat data and tactical learning to every other unit. The entire human defense network was learning and adapting with each millisecond of engagement. Adaptive AI systems inside the drones processed battlefield conditions thousands of times faster than organic intelligence. They weren't just machines. They were thinking entities that could predict alien movement patterns, exploit technological weaknesses, and reconfigure attack strategies in microseconds. Junho observed how human technology transformed traditional warfare concepts. Instead of massive destructive weapons, they used precise intelligent systems designed to systematically disable rather than simply destroy. Underground facilities continued feeding advanced technological data into the combat network. Multiple research stations around the planet contributed real-time information, helping drones make instantaneous tactical decisions. The alien fleet's technological superiority began crumbling. Their biomechanical systems, which had conquered countless civilizations, suddenly seemed primitive compared to human adaptive technologies. Each alien defensive measure was instantly analyzed, understood, and neutralized. Yuna Choi managed communication networks with remarkable calm. Her fingers moved across quantum-encrypted interfaces, ensuring perfect synchronization between ground-based systems and orbital combat units. Predictive algorithms calculated potential alien responses before the aliens themselves could formulate strategies. Human technology was reading the battlefield like a complex mathematical equation, solving potential scenarios faster than they could develop. Electromagnetic pulse weapons targeted specific alien technological frequencies. Entire communication networks collapsed. Navigation systems went dark. Weapon platforms became suddenly useless hunks of advanced metal. Admiral Krelax watched in growing horror. His supposedly invincible fleet was being systematically dismantled by a species he had considered technologically primitive. Every tactical move was anticipated, every defensive strategy neutralized within moments of implementation. The battle wasn't just about physical destruction. It was a demonstration of technological evolution. Humanity showed the galaxy that technological supremacy wasn't about size or raw power, but about adaptability, intelligence, and precise engineering. Human nanoweapons began infiltrating alien ship systems, microscopic technological units that could literally deconstruct advanced alien metal alloys from the inside. Complex algorithms guided these tiny machines, allowing them to navigate and destroy with surgical precision. Junho's voice remained calm throughout the engagement. Continue adaptive response protocols. The entire human defense network functioned like a single, massive intelligence. No single unit operated in isolation. Every drone, every weapon system, every communication network was interconnected, learning, adapting, responding. As alien ships began falling, it became clear that this wasn't just a battle. It was a technological demonstration. Humanity wasn't just defending itself. It was showing the galaxy a new paradigm of warfare. Intelligent, adaptive, precise. The invasion was failing, and the aliens were about to learn a critical lesson about underestimating human potential. The final moments of the battle arrived with surgical precision. Junho watched as the remaining alien fleet transformed from a powerful invasion force to scattered, dying vessels. Each human drone moved with calculated intelligence, systematically dismantling the once invincible Galactic Imperium ships. Admiral Krelax's flagship became a floating tomb of dead technology. Systems crashed one by one, computational networks collapsing under the relentless human assault. What had begun as a confident invasion now looked like a catastrophic miscalculation. Quantum communication networks tracked every alien vessel. No ship would escape. This wasn't just a defense, it was a complete elimination of the threat. Dr. Haeun Kim's final tactical report showed 100% mission effectiveness. Every human combat unit had performed beyond expected parameters. The technological gap between human defense systems and alien invasion forces was now absolutely clear. The last alien ships tried desperate escape maneuvers, but human predictive algorithms were already 3 steps ahead. Adaptive drone squadrons intercepted each attempt, neutralizing potential escape routes with mathematical precision. Unichoi managed the final communication protocols. A single transmission was prepared, a message that would echo across galactic communication networks. Humanity was sending a clear signal to any potential future invaders. Junho watched the final moments of destruction with calm determination. Years of secret preparation, decades of technological development, were culminating in this moment. The human species was demonstrating its true potential. Autonomous combat drones moved like a living network, each unit working in perfect synchronization. They weren't just machines. They were an extension of human intelligence, thinking and adapting faster than any organic intelligence could comprehend. The alien fleet's destruction wasn't violent. It was methodical. Systems shutting down, ships becoming silent tombs of advanced technology. No dramatic explosions, just precise, calculated elimination. Admiral Krelax's final transmission was a mixture of confusion and terror. His species had conquered hundreds of civilizations. They had never encountered a technological defense like this. Humanity wasn't just defending. They were demonstrating technological supremacy on an unprecedented scale. Underground facilities around the Yar planet continued monitoring the final stages of the battle. Multiple global defense networks worked in perfect harmony, ensuring not a single alien vessel could escape Earth's orbital space. The last alien ship went dark, silent, defeated. Junho's final communication was simple and direct, a message that would be translated and broadcast across multiple communication frequencies. Humanity does not surrender. We run towards victory. Dr. Haeun Kim began immediate analysis of captured alien technologies. Every piece of defeated alien hardware would become a learning opportunity. Humanity's technological understanding would expand exponentially from this single encounter. Global celebration began quietly. No massive public displays, just a deep, collective understanding that something momentous had occurred. The human species had just proven its capability to defend itself against a technologically advanced alien invasion. Unichoi processed the final communication logs. Every moment of the battle would be studied, analyzed, used to improve future defensive capabilities. This was more than a victory. It was a technological revolution. The quantum communication networks continued humming. Adaptive AI systems began processing every detail of the engagement, learning, improving, preparing for potential future threats. Junho looked at the tactical displays. The alien fleet was completely destroyed. Not a single vessel remained operational. Earth's defensive capabilities had been tested and had performed beyond all expectations. In research facilities around the planet, scientists began immediate analysis. Captured alien technologies would be studied. The defensive systems that had just saved humanity would be further improved. The message was clear. Humanity was no longer a vulnerable species waiting to be conquered. They were a technological force to be reckoned with. And this was just the beginning. The galaxy would never be the same again.